Heat shield soldering blanket. During this 4-minute video, we will demonstrate the effectiveness of our 1/4-inch protective blanket by subjecting it to a direct flame of 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit while protecting an ice-filled plastic container. Features and capabilities. Excellent for tight spaces, only 1/4 inch in thickness. Firmly adheres flat against any surface. Eliminates the necessity for clumsy grommets, tape, or staples. Totally non-toxic, residue and fume-free. Withstand temperatures of over 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Easily protects the integrity of previously soldered joints. Reusable multiple times. Maintenance. The heat shield soldering blanket is water activated. After each use, to rejuvenate, use a spray bottle of water and blot the excess. Keeping it in a Ziploc bag extends the vitality indefinitely. An elbow very close to wood and contiguous to wires. The heat shield soldering blanket is placed onto the back wall to protect wires, is then adjusted around the extended copper pipe, thus protecting the 2x4. Nearby plastic pipe is also protected. The heat shield soldering blanket's uses for soldering within the confines of a wall. Example, placement of a copper T next to a water valve and contiguous to electric wires. One piece of heat shield soldering blanket is placed over the wires. This simultaneously protects both wall and securely protects wires. The water valve is wrapped in a strip of heat shield soldering blanket to protect the integrity of the previously soldered joint and prevent possible damage to the interior. Both nearby plastic pipes are individually wrapped. A pipe on the kitchen sink is to be soldered next to a wall. A 2x4 is encumbered with an electric wire in the confined area. The wall and 2x4 are protected as are previously soldered joints. If the heat necessary to solder becomes excessive, an additional 4x4 patch of the blanket could be used at the focal point. Let us demonstrate the efficacy of the heat shield soldering blanket. The following materials commonly found within walls: wood, plastic pipes, and wires, covered under the protection of the heat shield soldering blanket, remain unaffected by the consistent intensity of the torch, even after 30 to 35 seconds of sustained abuse. Notice there is little effect on the blanket, and the materials are completely untouched. Some typical uses for the heat shield soldering blankets within the confines of the wall are exhibited. Please observe that after 3.5 minutes of being subjected to over 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit temperature, we have accumulated only a few drops of water. The ice is still intact.